Hey guys, Prestige here. I just want to say before the video, I forgot to mention this in the video, so I'm recording it afterwards, and that's why it's kind of just like showing my logo here. I meant to say is that yes, all these cards are budget cards, although some of them are 50k and like upwards up to like 25, 40k. They are all budget cards as long as you buy them singly. Now, if you go on and buy the whole team at one time, yes, this team does get expensive quick. But if you're just looking to find budget cards to add to your team now that are going to work, these are the cards I recommend. All right, Prestige, carry away. What's going on, guys? Prestige here, back again with another video. Today, since it is Super Bowl week, I am going to be doing more football content. And so this week, this is going to be, for today's video, this is going to be the best budget squad I can build for you guys right now. No, not everybody can have mommy's credit card and buy the best players and have the best pack cards to pull like 95 Travis Kelce or pull CJ Stroud, the 95 overall, or things like that. So today this is going to be me just showing you guys the offense and defense budget squad that I built for you guys. Later on this week I will be showing off the squad, showing that it is possible to win a game of Madden with this squad. We might not have the best abilities on the squad, this team can get the job done, is what pretty much what I'm trying to say. So we'll start from left tackle and end with Calvin Johnson, our 88 overall. So this offense right now is about an 88 overall, which is okay. You know, you would wish to have some more players, but deal with what you have and try and make it up for it for somewhere else. As you can see, the price for the offense at least is going to be 268. I know I said budget, but if you're trying to go any lower than these guys, you are more than likely not going to have the best games. There are a lot of cards out there like 94s and 95s that people are running when you get into MUT Online that will just destroy your team. So this is going to be the best budget squad that's going to be able to compete, not price wise, but to compete. So we're going to start with Rasheed Walker. So 91 strength, 76 awareness, 90 pass block, 88 pull block. This is going to be a guy where if you have to run it by him, you're going to be just fine. And obviously he can't get anchor, and here's are his abilities. You can pull him, you can put abilities on him, but the way I see it, there's really no good abilities to put on pretty much any of the offensive linemen on this team right now. When we get later on into the year and I update this squad, I'm sure our offensive line is going to be able to get many abilities. Laken Tomlinson, like I said, like majority of our offensive line is going to be a well-rounded player. Goes for 19.9k, so pretty much 20k. So you should be able to get him fairly new, especially since this new update came out on Madden. Right now he sits at 19.9k. Hopefully he drops more with more promos coming out. I know that the Super Bowl promo just came out, so hopefully we see a little bit more of a price drop coming out of him and for the rest of these guys as well. For the abilities, once again, not really good abilities to put on these guys. If you're going to, I would either put Linchpin or Lifeguard on them, just because you can run with Linchpin, make sure he's pulling, and Lifeguard, just kind of throwing that out there. So here's the first real budget beast. We got 6'4", 300-pound Luke Frontier, whatever you want to say it. For 5,600, good card, but like I said, for most of these linemen, not really going to be able to put any abilities on them. Now, if you're just going to be a strictly run team, then I would either put Linchpin or Puller Elite on them. Logan Mankins. Now, we're going to reach back up to a 20,000 coin mark right here. Really solid card. Really like this card. He's going to get the job done every single time. Mainly for him, make sure he's out in pulling before you guys are going to run towards his side. I know a lot of times that can be tricky, especially with the offense. I know me personally, I run the Chiefs offense, so I won't be running mainly to the right. A lot of times I'll be pulling left, so he's going to be my right guard, and so we should be good with that. All right, tackle. 87 overall, Dan Dierdorf. Again, another true budget beast for 9,600. Great card. Came out when the game first started, and he's pretty much held his own. Obviously, I haven't truly played with the team yet, but I can just let you know right now that these stats that you see here, 84 strength, 88 awareness, 88 pass blocking, 86 run blocking, you're going to be just fine with him. He's not going to wow you in any way, but he will get the job done. So normally in Mud, they have you run a 2 tight end, or at least they have you have a 2 tight end set on here. What you see right now is this Shannon Sharpe and this Rob Gronkowski. Here's why I do this. Shannon Sharpe, 14.4K, 6'2", 228, 85 speed. He's a great tight end for the price. Can get much better than him, and he's going to be a great passing tight end. His run blocking is questionable, so I would run away towards him. He won't like hurt you in the run game at all, but he for sure isn't going to win those one-on-one blocks that you want. So like I said, the reason why I have Rob Gronkowski down here at fullback is because of his abilities. The ability to have Vanguard is huge, and so being able to have that as a tight end is going to mean that your run blocking is going to be amazing. So this Rob Gronkowski has 86 speed, 84 strength, 87 carry, 88 truck, 87 catch, run blocking 87. So like I said, he's going to be your guy that you want him at tight end or your fullback that you're running towards. And he is also a great tight end out in the field and the flats, so you should be trying to aim for this card, especially because of that Vanguard ability on him. So our first wide receiver is going to be 89 Calvin Ridley for 19.6K. Love this card because of its speed. At an 89 overall for pretty much 20K, you're looking at 90 speed. Now, like I said, with these higher and higher cards coming out, do not expect these cards to burn them. These cards are just going to be, if you can get them in the flats and hit them, you can get at least the first down and keep the drive going. His route running, his short, medium, and deep are all kind of what you want to see at this point in the year for Budget Beast. 86 short, 88 mid, 89 deep. He's not going to be a guy you're going to throw contested catches to, as he only has 82 catch in traffic. So just keep that in mind. Get him out in the flats, get him out on the 10-yard outs, on the 5-yard outs, corners, things like that. For abilities, I put Outside Apprentice on him, like I said, just so then we can hot route him out into the out of bounds area, just so then we don't have to throw him into the middle of field for him. Another guy I have is 89 overall Deebo Samuel at 24.1K. I know he's not the ideal price for a Budget Beast, but for the price and how he plays, you can't really beat. 89 speed is crazy. Short route running, medium, and deep route running. Your medium and deep route running are questionable with 83 medium and 86 deep, but your short route running is what I really like this card. You hit it, Deebo Samuel, and like say a drag or a slant, he's gonna be able to get that first down and maybe more. For this card, I put Slot Apprentice, as in with how this team is built, you are really going to want to have that ability to hot route your slot so you can get corners, posts, stop and goes along those lines. You don't have to run Slot Apprentice on him. In theory, you could do like third down threat or leapfrog, but I just think for 2 AP, you're getting a steal out of Slot Apprentice for this Budget Beast, so that's who I have as my slot. Our wide receiver 2 is going to be Calvin Johnson. The reason why I like this card is that, one, he's 6'5". That's going to be huge. 88 speed, 90 jump, short, medium, and deep are typical for a physical wide receiver. They won't have the best route running. Their catch will be good enough for like those contested one-on-one jump balls along those lines. So much so that I put Double Me as an X factor on him. All the other abilities just aren't really worth it to me right now. I'm sure you could probably swap out Outside Apprentice for Calvin Ridley's Outside Apprentice, but for me personally, I like my speed guys to have the ability to have more routes to hot route. And finally, our true speed demon of the team is going to be 88 overall, 185 pound Tyreek Hill. Goes for about 19.9K. 90 speed is the best thing about this card. I think for this card, you're really wanting to get him on your wide receiver screens, on your hitches, on your slants, on your drags. It's at the point where you can try to hit him on a deep post and things like that, but there are just so many taller guys than him that can keep up with him. It's just going to be hard to manage. For these abilities, I didn't really put any abilities on him, as in I didn't like them. Like, you get all these like basic ones for 1 AP, didn't really like any of those. The only ones I can really think about to put on this Tyreek Hill is Matchup Nightmare and Outside Apprentice. Matchup Nightmare is nice, so if you're running those slant and those digs, he's more likely to catch the ball. And Outside Apprentice, because he's not starting for me, I'm not going to be putting Outside Apprentice on him. So for our halfback, we're gonna be rocking 88 overall, 5'10", 18K. Isaiah Pacheco. You know, he has great speed, great acceleration, 90 speed, 91 acceleration. This is a guy where you kind of want to use him more as a elusive back and a zone back. You can run him on like an inside zone, so like halfback wham and things like that. He's not going to be as good, but he'll get the job done. I mean, he does have 77 truck, so I mean, I guess if you really catch somebody, he will go through him, but chances are he's more than likely not. Your backup halfback, I usually like to go with a guy that's a trucker and that can go through somebody. And Bo Jackson cards have always played that way. 88 overall, 227 pounds. Bo Jackson for 19.8K. You really can't beat the price. He's a little bit on the slower side for running backs. 88 speed, but that's okay because he makes up for it with that 88 truck and the 87. I believe that's blocking, but past that, you don't really want to use this guy outside of running downhill. He's going to be great for those goal line situations or those red zone situations where you're 10 and in and 5 and in, where you're really looking just to punch in the football. And so for the quarterback who's going to be leading this team to success is going to be Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is the guy that is perfect for this team. He's not great in one area. He's good in all of them, but not great. I like this card because you can scramble if you have the opportunity to. 84 speed, 90 short, 88 mid, 85 deep. So he pretty much is that do it all guy. If you're going to go with somebody else, I would go with Jake Browning. If you were to go with somebody else, I would go with this card, Jake Browning right here. A little bit better stats than Brock Purdy. The reason why I have Brock Purdy is for his abilities. For both Brock Purdy and Jake, I would either go with Bazooka, or okay, for Jake Browning, I would go with Bazooka. And he doesn't really have anything else that I really like, so that's why I went with Brock Purdy as the QB to lead this team. He's not a bad player or a card, but the abilities are kind of a deal breaker for me. Maybe you can run quick draw on him, but other than that, it's not really going to do much for you. So that's why I go with Brock Purdy. I mean, he is a little bit more expensive, 50,000 coins compared to Jake, where he was only 48, so you're only spending about 2,000 more for the abilities and the price. It's definitely worth it. For Brock Purdy, I would go with Omaha and Gunslinger. Gunslinger just to get that faster animation to release. It's not like previous Maddens where it also speeds up your throw power, just speeds up the animation. I believe that's right. I could be wrong. I'm going with Brock Purdy for that reason alone. So guys, there we go. There is my budget offense for you guys. Now, like I said, this team is a good budget team. You should be able to get the job done. It's not very run heavy, not very pass heavy. It's a little bit of mix of both. I know I said it was Super Bowl week, but tomorrow I'm gonna be uploading Call of Duty and kind of just talking to you guys about, unfortunately, my love life. I think I have a funny story to tell you guys. That being said, if you did like the video, please hit the like and subscribe button, as I pretty much upload every single day. Hope you guys had a good day. With that being said, this has been Prestige. Peace.